So wait, so can we talk about a little something that happened recently in the Temecula thing? And this is not the an opinion of the Board of Realtors or anything like that, so we have to make that disclaimer.
Yeah.
But last night, City Council in Temecula voted basically to put a cease and desist out in the next 30 days for any short-term rentals, meaning Airbnbs and all those kind of places. So to set out the context of the argument between both parties, because I'm a centrist, I like to look at both sides of things, pros and cons. So some people are saying that having short-term rentals next to them as their neighbors or whatever kind of devalues, degrades, brings in random people that they have no control over. And so the community outcry is that, hey, we don't want short-term rentals in our local community because it just brings problems, whereas if it's a neighbor that's been there for 20 years, there's a certain sense of stability, right? On the other side of things, with property rights, you buy a real estate property and you should have that right to do whatever you want with that property without the government overreaching and interfering in that. So there's these kind of two conflicting things, but last night Temecula City Council decided no more Airbnbs.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to touch it with a 10-foot pole? Or
My sister is a widowed mom, and it's how she provides for her family, and she is disabled. So I think that is probably sensitive to me personally,
Right.
because there's not a dad and there's 3 kids, and when you can't go out and get another job, it is a source of income that's, she uses in a respectable manner, and she certainly isn't going to have someone in her house that is naughty, you know. But I think that's a difficult one. And I'm not going to say anything on the grounds that I may incriminate myself.
Fair enough. I know it is a public show here, but it's a sticky, complex issue.
It'll be interesting to watch what happens. I don't imagine that people that are owners are going to just lie down and be quiet.
Yeah.
So, and then I know surrounding cities were watching to see what Temecula did. So, it'll be interesting to see how it
I think
carries
when they
on.
make those big decisions, it's hard to enforce something when you were allowed to purchase that house, you were allowed to conduct that business, and now you're taking something away.
Yeah.
Had the precedent been sent before you spent $500, $600, $700, $800, $900, and $1 million on a property with the intention to possibly do that, I think there might be a little backlash to it.
Yeah, so I think there's going to be some unintended consequences, as they say.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how this all plays out. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Ooh, you got any inside scoops?
No.
Oh, me neither.
No. I'm sure I'll hear more, but no.
Yeah.
Just interesting to watch, see how it's going to play out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the politics. Ooh.
I've done the Airbnb thing, not on my personal property, but I've gone to an Airbnb, and it's a wonderful experience.
Absolutely is.
And so the political kind of buzz that people are talking about is that in this local area, we have wineries, we have pachanga. They just opened up a whole new thing of rooms.
Yeah.
And so there's some wonderings happening if maybe there was a lobby to put pressure.
Yes.
Because these hotels that are spending millions of dollars on their properties want that revenue, and they don't want local people renting their house out.
Yep.
So
it's taken away from their business.
A lot of layers to that onion.
There really is.
Yeah.